On the screen right now, you see this beautiful drawing Andrew Perrin is putting together, which breaks down the YouTube algorithm in the most perfect way. But we're trying to make it as simple as possible. Perrin, I see you have 4 rectangles here, each with 50 followers in them. Tell us, how is this relevant to the Facebook algorithm, and what can viewers do to trigger each of these sets of followers to come to their stream so they can grow faster?
So this is what happens every time you go live. So let's say we start over here on the left is where we start going live. From the beginning of this arrow to the end is our process of our entire live stream, okay? Along the way of the entire duration of your live stream, Facebook is sending out notifications to each one of your followers, starting in batches. It groups them into batches and it tests them first. So in this first one, it sends your live stream to 50 followers. It looks for first if they show up and even watch it. Do they watch it and get 1 minute video views? That's important. That's the first important step, is are they even showing the hell up? If they are, then it's looking for how much are they engaging via comments and reactions. Comments being more important, reactions being secondary, okay? And then it's looking for shares as well. First of all, do they show up?
So do they show up when they get that notification in the Facebook gaming app, in their regular Facebook app, when your notification comes in for your stream? And of course, that's why your title and your thumbnail are so critical for that do they show up phase. Then once they show up, those 1 minute video views are critical. The second most important thing you're saying, is that right? Outside of whether they click.
Yes. And so all of this is an assessment for the algorithm to determine whether or not your stream and your content should be pushed to the next batch of followers, right? So if you do well in that first batch, Facebook Gaming is going to send you to this next batch. And it's going to do the same exact assessment with that next batch. And so on for about 3 or so or more hours. It will actually do this over a very long period of time, longer than most people think. It doesn't do this in the first 15 minutes, doesn't do it in the first hour. It takes a while where it keeps sampling small bits of followers until you get to the end, where it will send you out to a really, really large batch at the end. If you check mark each one of these hurdles really, really well, the algorithm rewards you at the end. So check, this went well, this went well, this went well, this went well, boom, you're gonna blow up here at the very end of probably about 3+ hours we've been finding. So that's what you want. That's the secret sauce for the algorithm, that you have to make sure this is going to work each step of the way, and you get engagement on each one of these hops and bounces to the new followers. And then you will hit your max, I guess reach is probably the best word for this, or maybe if in a non-marketing term, your max page potential at the end. The max that Facebook Gaming is going to let you send out your stream to at the very end. So whatever you're getting at that 3+ mark, if you have a stream that has, plus, when we looked at the video board yesterday, and let's go over to that as well. When you look there and see your distribution numbers, if you're a little bit like 1-2 times above, and that was a stream where you hit your max potential and concurrence, consider that your max, right? And that's what you have to beat from there on. That's over here under distribution that we started to talk about yesterday. And for those of you listening, I'm in Facebook Gaming Creator Studio under Content Library, under Posts, where again, we were looking at this distribution section here. If you're around 1.0 times or around your average there, look at that stream particularly and look at what your concurrents are. That's your max potential. That's what you're trying to get to, and that's what you're trying to beat every time you stream.